So now what do I do? Well, I guess there's only one thing. There's something I'd like to know. Are you real? Can you feel?
Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, fabulous viewers. If you guys are new to this channel, welcome. I'm so glad you guys found me. I hope you guys stay. For those of you guys returning, I'm so blessed to do your reading again today. This recording is scheduled to go out for the full moon. Okay, because I won't be here to publish this video, but the full moon in Capricorn is going to be bringing out a lot of emotions from the subconscious, and so this is going to be driven from the full moon in Capricorn on July 10th. Although all my readings are timeless, whenever you watch this video, the message was meant to find you as long as it is resonating for you. Okay, so we're looking at the person on your mind and their intentions with you / their intention for the connection. And then we'll kick it off to an extended in regards to what will their next move be, their next action, based on how the energy is sitting. Okay, so energy shifts as well, meaning nothing's set in stone. It's based on the current energies, okay, whatever the drivers are energetically, getting this person to do whatever it is that they feel inspired to do. Okay, so intentions of the person on your mind. Now, sometimes the piles come reversed, meaning it sounds more like you than your person, and it's flipped. If it's a flipped pile, you could still find your person in another pile. Okay, or it could definitely be a message in regards to insight from spirit. So you can listen to it if you'd like. Okay, now I do want to issue a trigger warning here. Okay, because sometimes someone's intentions might not be understood by us, and it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is going to act in line with their intention, but it's driving a lot of their action. So it might give you some insight as to why this person is acting the way they're acting. Okay, so beautiful angels, 4 piles to choose from. Option number 1, we have the Sacred She Tarot, which I just got. If you're interested in this deck, there is a video in the playlist with that reveal of that deck. Absolutely gorgeous. We have Forensic Pinter's Tarot. And we have the Murder of Crows. And finally, for option number 4, we have the Slow Tarot. Absolutely love all these decks, by the way. So whichever deck you're drawn to will most likely have the energy for the reading. Okay, if you're drawn to multiple, it could be passing, present, future state. It could be another connection pulling through that you're not expecting to hear from. It could be your own energy, like I said, but always listen to your intuition. And I will put a timestamp in the description box and in the pinned comment below. It'll take you directly to your pick, and I will put all of the information in regards to the extendeds as well. So if you do resonate with that pile, then you can certainly check out the extended, although don't feel like you're obligated to go there. If you cannot make it, just know that Spirit has given you all the information that you're needing in regards to this reading. Okay, so beautiful angel, these are your 4 picks, your 4 piles, and I will see you at your pick. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 1, you guys picked the Sacred She Tarot, and I was called to bring up the charms. So we'll be doing some charms as well for this reading. Okay, and if you do resonate with this part, then there will be an extended, and I will put all the information below. Okay, but like I mentioned, if you cannot join us there, then just trust that Spirit has delivered everything you need to know. Okay, don't feel like you're missing out or you're obligated to go there. All the information you need has been delivered to you. That is my intention, okay? This is for those of you guys who are needing more information and are guided by spirit to go to this extended. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the person on your mind and their intentions. Okay, what are their intentions toward you, towards this connection? Okay, and then for the extended, we'll be looking at what's their next move or their action towards you based on where the energy is sitting. Okay, so we'll start with the tarot and we'll end with the charms. I'll just be predominantly using tarot to channel this message for you guys. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1 regarding the person they came here about, the person on their mind. What is this person's intentions, their truest intentions towards pile 1? What are they wanting exactly with pile 1? What are their intentions? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of this connection. Please protect me and the viewer and this connection as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. Thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading. All right, so we have the Fool. I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. And under the Fool, we have the 5 of Cups with disappointment in reverse. I just got this deck, by the way, like I said, and I absolutely love it so far. So we have Aquarius energy showing up. Let's flip them and then we'll channel. So we have the 12 Pentacles, 12 Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles says explore in reverse. We have 10 Wands in reverse with overload. And we have the 10 of Pentacles with privilege. And we have the Death card with perfection in reverse. Interesting, yesterday's reveal, these 2 cards came out for the reading, for the spread I did. Okay, so what is this? This is the Knight. No, it's not the Knight. Yes, it is. The Knight of Cups, Voyager. Okay. The Voyager card, and we have the 3 Pentacles, cooperation. Okie dokie. Let me sit with this energy. I'm going to grab a wand and channel. This one doesn't feel right to me today. Neither does that one. Sorry. That one feels right. All right. It's under 5 Cups. We have the Death card with transitioning. So what was this then? Queen of Swords. I think I called this something else. The Death. This is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Sorry for the confusion. Okay. Like I said, I just got this deck. So Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, there's lots of energy going on here, so I'm going to have to just focus on this channel. Give me a second, okay? You can skip ahead. Okay. This person's energy, based on their intention is really sort of driving towards a new beginning of blind faith, going to explore a part of themselves towards this connection in a way they haven't before by surrendering, which is making this person feel a little out of their element here, okay? But I feel like this person might feel sort of pushed into a corner or is too overwhelmed or burdened by whatever they were doing. Because I think whatever this person was doing or not doing in this connection, it became too much. And it led to a disappointment. So I feel like if this person wasn't moving, because I feel as though nothing was progressing. I feel like there was something in regards to this person not moving or being very stuck or not offering anything towards this connection for who knows how long, until something happened. And whatever the something that happened left them feeling, looking back, in disappointment, like I coulda, shoulda, woulda. There was a lot of uncertainty. And I feel like this might have been driven by their own internal dialogue about what it was that they needed to be, or how they needed to be to show up. It was sort of this idealistic version of themselves. And it's like, I don't understand or see how I could do this. And it was based around providing some form of stability, security, or a long-term commitment to build something for the future. It's like, I don't have my whatever I need in order to show up in the way that I believe I need to show up in order to create something that will stand the test of time, or commit, or promise of a long-term build, because of the fact that I don't see myself in this way, or I'm just really not understanding how I get there. I'm very confused about what I would need to get there, or I just don't see a pathway through how I need to be. And they might have been stuck here for a really, 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 really long time, and they might still be stuck here. But their intention here is, I can't take this anymore. Like, this has created a burden in this connection. And I've been carrying this energy on my own, this lack of clarity, or this conversation with self that's like telling myself that I need to be all of these things, or that I don't know, whatever this person was doing, whatever it led to was a disappointment. So either it created division in this connection, a separation, or the reason why this person was incapable, also, according to them, was because it would require them to leave something behind, or move away from something, release something that is best put down, or come to some understanding in regards to an ending. It's like something needed to end in order for something to begin, something in their world, maybe something they were really attached to. And this person might have been very, and is maybe still, I don't know, but maybe very much overwhelmed by the fact that they would have to walk away or leave something behind, or something would change in their world. It's like, I don't want this thing to change, or I don't know how it would change. I'm not comfortable with change. It's too overwhelming for this change, or I don't really want to accept this form of change. Whatever was happening here, this person, now their intention is, I have to surrender because it's too heavy for me to carry in order for me to come forward and explore where I haven't before in this connection. So this is, if this person hasn't at all been open to this connection, now they're open. If this person hasn't been expressing their feelings about this connection, they're willing to explore these feelings in this connection. There's a lot of like blind trust and acting on feels, and whatever's going to transpire based on me just trusting, even if this means me not knowing necessarily, because I'm sort of blind. Okay. And their intention is to work with you and build and show up, like, so that you guys can work together or collaborate in the 3D. Like, this is all about 3D working together. So this is working through problems, trying to find a way to support each other, show up where I need to show up with the energy and the effort here in a tangible way. Okay. This is their intention. Beautiful sunflower here. So if there's been problems, it's like, I want to work through the problems. And I do feel like maybe there was a lot of like what wasn't moving forward and manifesting in the 3D, I feel like was getting in the way of this person exploring their feelings in this connection. And it could definitely be that this person wasn't understanding or seeing what in the 3D they would need to do or be in order to have things function with you. And this became a huge obstacle of what they were seeing. But I think it was their perception of whatever story they were telling themselves that they were or had to be. And this kept them very stuck. And I also feel like whatever their situation was with this death card in reverse, they were dragging their feet in regards to releasing what they were needing to release. Like something definitely was needing to be put down. It's like, I don't know, like they might have been really emotionally attached to it. Okay. Or they might have not have known, like seen how to do it, or felt like they were maybe at a disadvantage of this, or that in order to do the new thing with you and explore the new thing with you, it would require them to be someone or something that they weren't sure how, or I don't know, some idealistic version of them. And it's like, if I am that, then I gotta surrender what I am right now. And what I am right now is someone that's in some other situation, because whatever the situation that they are in or have been in for some time, I do feel was keeping this person emotionally sort of there and resisting any growth with you, any progress in this connection. It was getting in the way, and it led to disappointment. And so maybe you were very disappointed in the result of this connection, and potentially this person sees you coming out of hanging around disappointing situations. Like, why would you stick around a situation that is letting you down? And so they might feel that you are releasing them or have been releasing this person so that you can explore a new sort of world outside of this connection. And so this is driving this person to deal with their obstacle and their perception of, I can't, and it needs to be that, and all of that stuff. It's like the only way to overcome this is to surrender. I can't carry that no more. And carrying the thought of you no longer being sort of emotionally invested here because you have been maybe heartbroken, and I'm hearing potentially 5 times. So maybe just multiple, you know, but I think the 5 here is really talking about like this person would really need to change a big part of their world. And also I feel if this person does move forward here, which is their intention, it's like they would have to rebuild. Yeah, they'd have to rebuild maybe like your emotional trust in this person. But it's more about them rebuilding themselves, like being vulnerable. And it's like they were delaying or suppressing some part of their vulnerability. They were delaying a new beginning by remaining put in an old world, because I feel like wherever they were, it was like needing to end or close. So I'm going to not close it and hang on to that baggage or that burden or that situation. Could have been an established family, an established situation. Now I am getting, for some of you guys, maybe, you know, like maybe they're very attached to their material world, their work or something like this. Or they wanted to have the ideal work or the ideal living situation or the ideal ability to provide in a pentacle realm. So provide you with finances or provide or just be set up themselves, you know, like I want to be able to be set up myself. And I don't see how I am or can be, or projecting. Okay. Because with these glasses, I feel like they have this veil of projection that they're seeing the situation from like a challenging perspective, seeing what won't work, what's getting in the way, all of this sort of more negative understanding. And they have this understanding for some of you guys that you might have been expecting or wanting some form of perfection. It's like, if you can't give me a 10 pentacle, then don't bother. So I have to be a 10 pentacle provider, which means I have to have my ishness together in this sort of ideal way. Don't see how I could get there. And so this is their intention, is to work with you and to surrender and to drop this and move away from whatever was keeping them sort of stuck, because they feel you letting go of the pains, you know, or the emotional attachment you might have had to this connection, and you're sort of shifting away. So let's look at the charms. And then, like I said, in the extended, we're going to take a look at their next move. Okay, so charms for pile 1. Okay, so we have the seahorse. Oh, and we have the horse. So something could be significant about horse. A horse definitely talks about freedom, independence, okay, being empowered. So, and I'm also feeling chariot energy, because chariot would be 2 horses, although one's in water. Yeah, okay, now I'm getting one's in water and one's on land. So for one, I don't know if I mentioned the signs. Did I? Scorpio, Aquarius, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with this one. And yeah, so I'm getting chariot, Cancer energy here, and I'm also getting Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and some water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So yeah, heavy Scorpio. I feel something's in balance about their chariot, meaning if we haven't integrated parts of our shadow, which I feel is the emotions, because I do feel like this person wasn't willing to explore their emotions. It was like blocked. Although they have deep, deep emotions, it's like it would throw them into an imbalance. And so this connection wasn't moving. I feel like there was a lot of imbalance. There was a need for shadow integration. And sorry, I don't know if you guys can see. And so this person needed to get empowered. So what are they? Their intention here is like, I want to be empowered to be able to navigate through these emotions. And I don't know that they trust themselves to do this. Like they don't feel empowered to freely explore these emotions or move forward with these emotions in a balanced way. So this might have been a big hang up for this person. And there might have been something in regards to their freedom, you know, wanting to be free to do something in their own sort of terms. Here, seahorses, I do believe, mate for life. So I do feel there's something coming through about this person being very committed to this connection, although maybe not seemingly so, because nothing was moving and they were imbalanced here. Okay, so we have this the little bird, which is the dove. And I feel like this is wanting to make peace, you know, extending the olive branch. This person wants to make peace with you. They might come forward and apologize if there is like a distance or an argument or a separation here. I do feel this person most likely wants to come forward. Okay, doesn't mean they will, but this is sort of what's coming through. 4-leaf clover. This person does feel like this connection has brought them a lot of luck here. And they're also waiting for the right time. I feel like, you know, it's part of this perfect or perfection or whatever this was. I feel like a lot was riding on this perfection. Like the timing has to be perfect. Everything has to be just right in some way. And so it was just creating a stall out. Like it's never the perfect time. It's kind of like waiting for the perfect time to have children, you know. It's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be something more it could be better. And it's like, you just kind of got to do it. I mean, if you're wanting it, right? So there could have been subconscious drivers as to more, you know, like maybe this perfect timing idea that they had was a story that they were hanging on to as a security so they wouldn't have to explore these feelings. Or fish energy, so getting a lot of water energy. Okay, Pisces now, but definitely, like I said, Scorpio energy. And so this fish is about, you know, like abundance, but the fish are aimless. Like they're like, they don't really have a pointed direction. And so this person might have been sort of not clear, especially with the Queen of Swords in reverse, not direct. And really like, I don't know, like maybe very emotional. I feel they've been in their emotions, but they might have been held back in exploring it towards you or driving forward and making it a reality in the 3D world, because I do feel this person's been in their feels for a long time, you know, deep in emotions. This person might like fishing or outdoors, you know, birds, horses, fish, frog. Okay, so frog is all about releasing. It's like healing as well. So there is a need to release what doesn't work and heal from a process. So whatever situation, because for a lot of you guys, I did feel there was a situation that they were emotionally sort of tied to in the past that was disappointing or heavy to part with, that made this person drag their feet about releasing, but they're still healing from this. And whatever this is, could have been a situation that hurt them, or that, I don't know, there's a lot here in regards to having to heal through a release and identify what's not working for this person. So we have love. Okay, so definitely feelings here, lots of cups, and then we have a heart and another heart and another heart, so 3 hearts. Okay, this heart has the wings, the angel wings, and it looks almost closed or protected. So this person was guarding their heart or protecting their heart, but they did feel, I feel they were in their feels, but it's like closed to protect themselves from pain. Yeah, we have 3 hearts, and so what I'm getting is, I'm getting 3 swords and 3 cups energy. So 3s are all about growth, relationships. 3 is the number of the Empress, which is all about receiving and giving love, being open to unconditional love. And so maybe this person, I don't know, some of you guys might be in a third party, because remember that 10 Pentacle could be another family situation or established thing. Okay, or this person could have just had like another commitment or something like this, and so they could only be like a 3 cup here. And a 3 cup wasn't enough, you know, to really explore the depths of a 2 cups, especially with a closed sort of heart. And it was very painful here with the 3 swords. I'm feeling it's created suffering. Here's the mountain we were seeing. Is this a mountain? No, it's oh my goodness, I totally saw a mountain. Look at this. This is a yoga pose. So the downward dog. So somebody might like yoga here, but I feel like this is about getting balanced, getting still. And also I do see mountain, which this person had mountains in their vision, which is all the things that are getting in the way, all the obstacles that I need to overcome. I can't move a mountain, and so I don't try. And now I have to just accept the fact. Yeah, I feel like now this was like this. This person, for a long time, I felt like they accepted some perception of a block that they saw as a mountain. It's like, I cannot, for the life of me, figure out. It's not even figure out. It's like when you see a mountain, you just assume it's like a mountain. I can't move it. There's no figuring out. There's no planning. It's just the mountain is insurmountable. So I just can't do anything about this situation, you know? And so what their assumption was of what they were seeing as a mountain was, again, this like ideal version of who they thought they had to be, that they just wrote off saying, that's not me. Like, I know me, that's not me. I can't be this person. What's this person? This person that you want me to be, or that I think I need to be in order for there to be a working together, which is this 10 Pentacle. I can't build this 10 Pentacle. So this is what they're sort of surrendering, is this assumption belief. So we see the cat here. Cats are all about independence and freedom, which we were getting from the horse. Well, the other horse as well. Okay, but I feel like this person's independence and freedom just left them roaming around, aimless with the fish. This cat like goes and wanders, you know, and then it just, there's a lot of wandering energy. There's not a whole lot of commitment here. 10 Pentacle is a commitment card. And so it would require this person to deal with this energy that they're in. We see this shirt, and it looks like a Hawaiian shirt. So somebody might be in Hawaii here, or like a vacation, maybe, and it's in gold. And there's flowers on this shirt. So this person might be, or has taken some time, I feel, you know, and maybe you thought they don't care. They're just sort of 3 cups. They're on vacation. They're like doing themselves, you know, enjoying whatever. Maybe they went, I don't know, like horseback riding, fishing. I don't know, something about the outdoors. And I feel like this has provided this person with some form of like understanding of what needs to be released or healed. And I feel like when this person actually comes forward here, it's to create peace and harmony. That's their intention. Okay, so we have the treasure chest, and this one happens to be open. So I feel like whatever this person was guarding, which was their heart, I feel this person's wanting to open up or share this, you know, but treasure chests could be deep, deep, deep in the ocean. I think this person had to go really, really deep for some time, however they were doing it, whether they were present or not present. It's like they had to get balanced. They had to go very deep. They had to explore their emotions. I feel they have. I feel like this person on the 3D world seemed aimless and might have been showing one sort of front. And I do feel like whatever was closed is about to be open, or at least this is their intention to share this part of themselves that they've had shut, because I think they really, really value or guard this part of themselves, you know, especially if they've been hurt in the past, which I was feeling 3 swords and this healing energy. So it's like preventing heartbreak. And a lot of you guys might have just felt, again, like with the Hawaiian shirt, like, are they even serious? Are they just like sort of taking this lightly, like a 3 cups? It's like light. It's not serious. There's no aim. There's just sort of this sort of passive energy. But I do feel there is true love. And I feel, again, like this person, something about it needing to be the perfect time and for it to unfold perfectly, and them really feeling like this situation is a blessing for this person. So I don't feel like this person was contemplating not, you know, pursuing. They were more contemplating like, how can I, and what do I do here to go around or through this mountain or this obstacle or this understanding that I have of how I'm seeing my situation. Because all it did was create my person to, again, be a 5 cups in a reverse, meaning they might have been sad, they might have been disappointed in me, and now they're slowly moving away or releasing or just transitioning me out of their life. Like, they don't want to be disappointed in my non-action. Who would want to be around this? Okay, so pile number 1, we're going to take it off to the extended. Like I said, if you feel you got everything you need, you know, then just rest assured, like if you can't make the extended, you got what you want, what you need. Okay. And I love you very much. If you're drawn to another pile, I will see you there. All the information for the extended's below, and I will see you at the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 2, you guys picked Krennic Pinter's Tarot, and we're going to look at the person on your mind and what are their intentions towards you in this connection. Okay. So I pulled out the charms because I was feeling called to use charms, and then we'll also have an extended looking at, you know, what will this person's next action be? And will they be in line with their intentions? Will they actually act on them? Okay, so if you can't join us for the extended, just know that you got all the information that you need from this reading. Okay, that's just for those of you guys who are needing more information. Okay, so do not feel like you're missing out or that you're obligated to go there if you can't make it. So, beautiful angels, let us look at the person on your mind, their intentions right now towards you in this connection. Spirit for pile 2. Pile two's person they came here about. What are their intentions? What do they want exactly with pile two here? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of this connection. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. Thank you so much, pile two, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing a reading. Person pile two came here about. What are their intentions? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of this connection. Please protect this connection as I channel this message. Thank you, Spirit. We have, this one keeps sliding. I feel it's independent. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. 3 swords under that in reverse. Okay. And we have 6 wands. We have 5 swords in reverse. We have the Empress in reverse. The Taurus, Libra energy. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. The Sun, Leo energy. Divine Masculine energy. 3 cups in reverse. And the 8 swords in reverse. So 3s, 2 3s. 33 is a master number. Reproduction, creativity, humor, Christ consciousness, joy, which Sun is joy. So we're getting a lot of joy energy from this. Okay, 3s are about relationships, initial success, about communication, self-expression. Okay, so let me see what the intention is here. What's under 3 swords in reverse? We see the Knight of Wands. Okay. Okay, this is an interesting energy. We'll see. Hopefully more comes through, but it could just be a very pointed message here. I'm getting, they got what they wanted, and now that they got what they wanted, it's not what they wanted. Okay, now whether it was truly what they wanted, probably not, because I feel like there might have been a lot of ego in this pile. Okay, from the 6 wands and this Sun here, and it's like, the ego was driven from some belief that they had. And I feel it created a block between you and this person, or an argument, or just a sabotage, because the ego was louder. And so this could have been like, I'm going to put my blinders on in regards to anything maybe you're telling me, or maybe what I might be intuitively called to do, or what might be more aligned with my authenticity or in line with my truest expression. And it went opposed or against, I think, like opening themselves to a balance, like giving and receiving here in this connection. And I think this person is like having this understanding. And now they're sitting there, because I am getting an energy that maybe you're removed, or you're no longer emotionally invested, giving or receiving, or according to this person anyway. It's like wherever you might have been open to exploring, or maybe even giving of yourself in some way emotionally. And maybe you were flirting with this person. Maybe you were open to dating this person. Maybe you were like trying to initiate something with this person here. And it's like, even let's say if it was more than that, like coming from an Empress, is like you had to water yourself down or something, or maybe you had to settle, according to this person again. It's like, you're this Empress and I'm this Page, so maybe I was emotionally immature. This is what they're seeing or understanding. Okay, and so it's like, at that time, you were an Empress, I was an immature sort of Page, not at your level, to meet you at this emotional depth of whatever was you were giving. And I did something, whatever the something is for all of you guys, different, but it was a sabotage nonetheless. So I go and, I don't know, explore something else, or I just act in a certain way because, again, I'm emotionally immature. And so all this resulted is you saying, well, okay, then go explore there. Like, but I'm not going to be just here, you know? And I do feel for some of you guys, it could have been another relationship or just not taking this connection seriously enough. And so there was an offer on the table, or there was like true depth of love, and like, okay, you'll have to sort of acknowledge this. And instead of acknowledging, they did what they did. So for some of you guys, it's just they didn't even acknowledge it at all. And it's like, make me feel good. It's like, I won't acknowledge you or this. I won't make you feel good or invest. I won't even maybe say that I'm interested. And you're like, you know, maybe you were like, hey, like, do you want to go on a date? Do you want to explore? Do you like, or what are we doing here? Like, are we open to this? Could I be the one for you? Like, I don't know. I feel like you were trying to make something happen. And this person's like, make me feel a certain way, recognize me in a certain way, or complete blinders and not paying attention to you. Okay. Although they do see you as an empress here. So it's just like an automatic, you know, when we like, okay, you know, when we like most people, okay, this is stereotyping, but most people like Lamborghinis and like, you know, like Porsches and like, you know, nice cars. Okay. Most people, let's say. But you're not going to the store like looking to drive them. I mean, unless you're an enthusiast, but it's like, if I said, hey, do you want a free Lamborghini? I say, nah, not for me. Never mind. I don't want it. Like, yeah, like give me this car, you know? So, but we don't see it as something we can have. So we don't go window shopping and get into it and like drive it around knowing we can't. So it's like, you're this Lamborghini. Okay. And I'm by the store. So, or I'm by the store. I don't even go to the store. Like, I'm not even going to entertain this. Like, I just see it as a pie in the sky person that I could never have. And so I'm just sort of doing my thing here. But for some of you guys, I am getting the energy that the Lamborghini was being offered here for free in some way. And they're just like, they're arguing with the salesperson. It's a free Lamborghini. And they're like, I need undercoating and this must be in a mechanic. Sometimes this comes through, or a car guy or a car person here. I'll take it as confirmation if it's a car person, but it's like, but I need, you know, I don't know, 22-inch rims, and you need to tint the windows, and then you need to add, I don't know, upgrade the navigational system. And it's like, are you kidding me? And then they wanted that. Like, what? Like, I don't know. I feel like you were overextended. And why they were doing this thing, it wasn't because they didn't want the Lamborghini, but it was like some ego play, you know? Make me feel secure, make me, I don't know, like fawn over me or something like this. Give me the accolades, see me in this way. So maybe this person had a real low self-esteem, and it's like, because they don't see themselves at your level. And it's like, why would I make myself uncomfortable, step forward, and then fail? Like, this person really wants to be seen in a certain way. They really want to succeed. And so it's like, knowing what they know, according to them, what they know, it's their perception. It's like, I'm a page and you're an empress. This ain't gonna go well. So now when you're like the Lamborghini shop offering it to me, I'm like, but I need tinted windows, and now I'm trying to act like an emperor. Meanwhile, an emperor wouldn't do any of that stuff. That's ego. So, I mean, that's a shadow of an emperor, but not an emperor in the upright. And so I feel like what's happened here is like, well, then it's not free. And now I take my Lamborghini and I close my shop. And you have what you have. And now, whatever they did, whatever the scenario is for all of you guys, like I said, it's either that first part, the second part, or a blend of it, and somehow, but all it did was showed you, according to them, because this is their perception, that now you see them as somebody who wasn't serious, who was more interested in the third energy thing, that they were more interested in the tinted windows or the distraction, or not even interested because they went exploring somewhere else. And now the pain has happened, or the blockage has ensued, or the shop owner closed shop, and now they're sitting there looking like, who? I could have had the Lamborghini. Now they're actually considering looking at the Lamborghini. Like, what? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is really hard to explain, but it could be that this person, again, this Knight Wands, is definitely like somebody who is enthusiastic, explores, and like, you know, wants to move forward. But there is no real depth or substance towards planning. Whereas the King of Pentacles is like planning. It's like really being committed. It's over a long period of time. It's not a 3 cups. And this person was more in this Knight energy, and it led to pain and suffering, and it led to an aftermath of them now looking at what they're left with. And it's like, I don't know, there's an energy, like, look at this face. It's an energy of seeing something for the first time. That's what this is giving me. What something is for the first time. I see the Empress for the first time. What you were really actually offering me was an actual Lamborghini. What did I just do? What I did, it was sabotage it. So whatever energy they were in that created the sabotage or the turn down or the lack of real understanding of what was actually being offered to them, this is what they are now seeing through. It doesn't feel very good. So this is kind of where I caught them. I don't know the intention of what would we do now in this instance? It's like the impact, the gravity of what just happened, and I'm sitting with it like, ooh, that's it. Like, oh, like I'm taking it all in. Like, I'm not even thinking, okay, now I got to go back and I got to convince the manager to give it to me back for free. And then I was just like, for jokes or whatever. Like, that would be a plan. And there's no plan here. There's just, ooh, like what just happened here is like as bright as day. I just got burnt. I just played myself. So it's like the player got played in some way because there was some sort of strategy about how I would be victorious or win this. So I don't know. Maybe they were trying to have the upper hand or do something. And I mean, this Empress isn't going to play around with a Knight of Wands or even a page, you know, like when he's in shadow. But she's going to be respectful and she's going to be like, okay, you're in a page mode. Like, let's talk about this, or let's work on this. Let's be honest or clear about this, or let's still let things flow. But I feel like this person was like in shadow. And so this Empress is not going to fuck around and find out. She's like, okay, see ya. And deuces, I'm out of here. Like, this is what happened here. So their intention now, I guess, is to figure out like what just happened. What's within my wheelhouse now? What truly is here now that I fucked up? And what can I do about it now, clearly, without me getting in my own way with my ego? Because what my ego did was create a situation and a circumstance that left me feeling unhappy and most likely left you feeling disappointed in this person or removed or no longer an option for them. And they don't like this feeling, especially because I still feel this person has an ego. Although they're seeing through it, doesn't mean that they've got rid of it or transmuted any part of this. It's just like, oh, I saw how I acted because I was trying to gain some form of outcome. And so the other scenario was they didn't even engage with the shop owner about the undercarriage or whatever of the car. They were just like pretending, like not even pretending. They were just not showing any interest here because they were so distracted with something that they wanted to succeed at. So I don't know, like really focused with other people in their world at that time. And it's like, then everyone clapped and they went home and I sat there with my beer. And where is my Empress? So I got what I wanted. The other people cheered the other people, I don't know, like whatever I was doing was like a cheap thrill or like a very fast win, or like, it's like, do you want to build a long-term successful, happy union that you could be happy with for the most part in your world? Or do you want to go out Saturday night and like have the time of your life? Yeah, time of my life, for sure. For shizzle. And then the time of the life was actually, it was okay. It went okay, I guess, but it did it because then I woke up and I was like, shit, I guess that meant I was turning down this opportunity, but I have no one to blame but myself. And was it worth the claps? Was it worth this? Whatever, the time of the life, you know? Nope, not according to this person, it wasn't. It's like, shit. And I chose that thing. And that thing I feel is no longer around, or it's now apparent that it was like fleeting. I got what I wanted, all right, but is it really what I wanted? And that's exactly how I opened the spread. It's like I got what I chose. I got exactly the story I was trying to control, or the outcome I was trying to go down, and that's exactly what I got. And now I have no one to blame. And now I'm seeing what I did here, and it's like, wozers. Okie dokie. So, like I said, I don't know at this point what they intend on doing, but in the extended, we'll look at, what will they do. But let's look at the charms and see spirit for pile number 2. Can we get some more? I do feel there's a book. Okay. So what do we have? Star, Aquarius energy. So this is all about our vision for long term. This is also about distance, hope. This person feels like you're a wish here that they missed out on, like a once in a lifetime, like a shooting star is what I'm hearing and seeing here. So it's like, yeah, like whoever offers you a Lamborghini, they missed out in some way. That's what I'm getting from the star. It's like, is there any hope that I could get this again? It's like getting the lottery ticket, having the right numbers, and then losing your piece of paper, like getting so angry you ripped it up, and they're like, what did I just do? I just ripped up the lottery, the thing that I wanted. Like, again, maybe not lottery, whatever the thing is. It's like it eluded them. It slipped by them. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's this thing, which looks so weird. I don't know what this is. Look at this. I don't know if you could see the weirdness of it. It kind of looks like a ghost. And it's like, I think it's a lady in a dress, but I don't know. Is she slam dunking? Like, is she play basketball? It kind of looks like a ghost and a lady. And she's hanging onto the hoop. I'm also getting, and she has no hand. This is fucked up. I'm getting like a lot from this thing. Like, ghosting could be this person who wasn't there, and they totally ghosted a situation. They weren't present. Like, they weren't present because their mind or their whole energy was in the egoic decision, and so they missed the whole thing. Like, they missed seeing the opportunity. And they could have been definitely trying to play a game in some way, or like there was something more important, like the ego strategy was more important. That's what I'm seeing the basketball. Some of you guys might have someone who plays basketball here. Okay, but I feel like, and then the fact we're missing a hand could talk about accountability, responsibility, or having to do something. It's like this person might have now is looking like I was responsible. I could have done something. And now, I'm empty-handed. There's a donut here. Donut, like nothing. I'm left with nothing here. Now, 0 is an infinite amount of potential and opportunity here. So it's like they're hanging on somehow to, like, I'm getting a blend of energy because I am getting like, is it still possible, this wish, this dream, this hope of an infinite potential thing here? Because it happened once. So of course it could maybe come to me, like, why was that shop owner offering me a Lamborghini? And so this is like potential that was there that I went ghost on or wasn't present for. And so I'm like clinging and hanging on to it still, but What are the chances it's going to happen? I don't know. Okay, so this came out for pile 1. It's a heart with wings, like angel wings. Oh, what? Wow, there's another one. And so for me, what I'm getting here, like with these wings, it's like a closed heart trying to protect themselves. But we're seeing 2. And so maybe like you're mirroring, maybe there's some mirroring here, or both you guys are like defensive, you know? This person's intention, I'm coming back to this thing because we're looking at intention. Their intention is to hang on to this opportunity at all costs because they feel very foolish. I'm getting the Aquarius energy from the Fool, which is the 0, and Aquarius from the Star. Heavy Aquarius, foolish, foolish, foolish. I let the opportunity pass me by. So now I'm going to cling to whatever remains, you know? Okay, so there's a guardedness, a defensiveness, protecting one's heart, and there's 2, so you guys could definitely be mirroring. We see the turtle, again, this protection, this shell, defensiveness. Yeah, a lot of defensiveness energy. And then we have this Tinkerbell sitting on the moon. So this magic energy, which again is like the fairy could talk about like magic. And it's like, who would offer you a Lamborghini? Again, it's like something very magical here, but it could have definitely sat on it, slept on it, or let my fear get in the way of it. The stethoscope. So some of you guys might be in healthcare, your person or you. Okay, but this is all about like, yeah, like having a close listen to, so we're not missing it. Like we have to be very present and in taking what's going on with this stethoscope. And your person was not present. They didn't hear what was being given or offered. According to them, they missed it. And the health of this connection is now at risk here because they missed it. So the ladder is about ascension, but I feel like this person is going to have to dig themselves out of something here, like climb out of the hole that they've built. They dug themselves into a hole. It's like, now I need to go step by step, getting myself out of this thing. Yes. And we have an ice skate. So skating on thin ice. They don't think they're in a really good position with you based on what they did here, you know. 2 swans. So we have swans represent soulmates, could represent twin flames. Okay, one swan's way bigger than the other swan. And so here I'm getting that Empress and the Page. It's like you were more mature in your emotions. You were the bigger person here. This person's realizing that you were the bigger person and how they acted was foolish. And all this foolish behavior resulted in now defensiveness, being on thin ice, missed opportunity. They need a Hail Mary. Look at the swing. So this connection could definitely be guided, okay? Like divinely guided by spirits. Both you guys might be divinely guided here in regards to how you've been engaged or pulled emotionally to each other. There's a feather. So feathers could talk about signs, symbols, synchronicities that we're on the right path. Again, more guidance energy from ancestors. And we see the sucker, lollipop, candy. So I was a fool, I feel, as a sucker. This person played themselves is how they feel. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we see this little bunny. I don't know. The little rabbit's head is just the eyes, and there's no mouth. Rabbits are skittish. Rabbits run. They're unpredictable. It's kind of the Night Wands energy, but it has no mouth. So has this person not said anything? It's like listening and seeing, like being present. I have to see and I have to listen. But I ran and I didn't hear because I wasn't paying attention. More candy with the candy cane. Sucker. Somebody might have a birthday in Christmas with the candy cane. Okay, like December or a January birthday, or a November even's coming through, but it could be an anniversary. Someone feels like a sucker here. Okay, and this, I don't know, it looks like a cat, like a superhero cat. I'm getting ego from this, you know, but also like this one didn't have a hand. This one has like a big punching hand. It almost looks like, I don't know, like somebody who wants to now do something about it. Like I'm gonna have to do something about it. But it's ego still. I feel there's still ego here. So we see the anchor and the rope. Anchors are about stability, getting grounded, but it's also feeling weighed down. It's really weighing this person down. Whatever they did created their own sort of drowning, and they got to dig themselves out of this thing. And there's the angel with more divine guidance. So this connection is being guided right now because I feel it's wherever I've channeled here. You guys are in sort of some shit situation because your person, this is all about protection, guidance. Okay, so this is happening for a reason. It could be to provide awareness for this person's ascension, for this person to see through their ego, to know how to be accountable and responsible, to pay attention, listen, see, be observant of their actions, to identify with unconditional love here in order for them to align with their destiny. Okay, but I feel this person fumbled the ball here. You know, like this is a true sort of magical experience for this person to have this empress in their world. I feel, according to them, you are like this shooting star opportunity that they completely fumbled. So if you guys resonate with this reading, I will kick it off to the extended. We'll look at what will this person do next. It's their next move towards you. If you can't make the extended, know that you got everything you need to know. This is divinely guided and protected. It's going to happen exactly as it's going to happen. Okay, what's for you is going to happen for you. There is no not happening for you at all. Okay, things could be slow, but there is no time when it comes to divine timing. It's just unfolding as it should. All right, so I will see those of you guys who join me there. And for those of you guys who are dropping out, I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 3, you guys picked the Murder of Crows Tarot. Absolutely love this deck. We're taking a look at the person on your mind. I just want to make sure there's no cards in here because sometimes I do readings and there's cards left behind. We don't like that. So I don't generally do that. So I don't know. Is someone coming back to check something that they left behind? Let's see. We're looking at the person on your mind and what are their intentions towards you in this connection. Okay, so like I said, sometimes it could be reversed and it's your own intentions. If that's the case, you could listen or go check out another pile. Now, there will be an extended. If you resonate with this, then the extended is going to be looking at what will this person do next based on their intentions. Will they follow through with what they want to do? We'll see. Okay, so I pull the charms as well because we'll be reading the charms here. And we're asking Spirit for a clear and concise message for pile number 3 regarding the person they came here about and what are their intentions towards pile 3. What do they truly want with pile 3 and this connection? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. And please protect me and this connection and pile 3 as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of this connection. Thank you so much, spirits. Thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here. Devil in reverse and the King of Wands. So Capricorn and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Pile 3's person's intentions at this time. What are their truest intentions at this time, Spirit? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. Well, that one felt weird. So we're feeling weird today. Four Cups. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. We have the King of Wands here. And the 8 swords under that. 4 Cups. Okay, so King Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 10 Wands in reverse. And we have Justice in reverse. And so, heavy Libra so far. 7 Wands in reverse. It's kind of giving me this 10 Wands energy in reverse. And 4 Wands in reverse. And also 8 Cups. Okay. What's under this 8 swords? We have another king, and he's in reverse. He's the King of Cups. So we're missing the King of Pentacles here. So the king that's missing is most likely what might be missing energetically here is like the commitment or the build or the stability or the security or something like this. But let's see. What is this person's intention? Okay, let's see. Look at the King of Pentacles under there, you guys. King of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the King of Swords. The only king in reverse is the King of Cups. So a block in emotions. And all of these kings would represent an emperor, which is a divine masculine. Some of you guys might be in the same sex, okay? That doesn't have to be gender specific. It could be energetically because we're both masculine, feminine, yin, yang. You could carry a lot of masculine energy. Okay, be in your masculine side of energy. The same with this person. Cross roles, however you see fit. But there's a lot of masculine energy here. Okay, and I feel like there's a block here when it comes to being able to connect to one's emotions. Or even maybe, yeah, like with the 8 swords and this King of Swords. I feel like there's some sort of block here that this person has been sitting on that's self-induced by a thought in regards to something that's holding them back from this connection. And I don't necessarily know what this devil is. It could be just an inability to fill in the blank because of my 8 swords belief about myself or about my situation or about this connection. There's some belief I have that makes me feel stuck, that I believe because I have an understanding and I want to figure out. Like this person is deep in their thoughts, okay? And what's their intention is like, I'm in my thoughts and I'm really coming up. Like I think they're like, I could smell right now, which is interesting because I don't normally have smell come through when I'm channeling, but I'm smelling. I didn't fart. Smelling burnt tires. Burnt tires, like really strong here. Some of you guys might have someone who works with cars or likes cars. That came through another pile, I think pile 2, maybe. But anyway, interesting. Burnt tires, spinning tires, but I feel like there's burnt tires, burnt gears, because this person is really strategizing, planning, strategizing. And what are they strategizing? How can I get out of this devil energy that's been holding me back and getting in the way? And so they're making, how do I word this? It's like, for what? If we have a baseline that isn't true, 8 swords, okay? The baseline. I have an idea or an understanding, I should say. And my understanding is actually false or not in line with reality. It could be my perception. I could believe it to be true all I want, but it's not necessarily true. And now I'm like trying to sort through an illusion. It's like it's not a restriction. You only said it was a restriction because you believed it to be. And so now they're spending a lot of time working through this restriction. because the devil isn't real either. It's like an illusion of a thing that keeps us back. And so whatever this person believes is keeping them back, they're trying to sort through this thing. But there is nothing to really sort. There's just them knowing that it's not a limitation, that they're not actually held back by whatever this is. And whatever this thing is put this person in a mode that hasn't been able to be open potentially to this connection. They might have rejected you. They might have been just, I don't know, this card could be talking about like missing out on an opportunity because they're too focused on the things that aren't working necessarily, you know, and being disgruntled about it and like negative about it. And it's like, but I got to deal with this thing that's like weighing me down, and it's really real. And I don't know. And it's like getting to me, you know, when we're like really feeling shitty and like people want to go out and like you want to have your confidence, you want to be in your best suit to appear. And it's like, but I feel like this, so you just don't go. And then you sit there all mopey about it. They're trying to find out, how can I have confidence? How can I show up like strong and energized? Because right now I feel really shitty or held back in some way. And maybe a lot of you guys are getting bored by this person. And there's an energy like this coming through that maybe, again, this is their perception. You are now bored by my past energy of restriction. And now I need to show up confident. And now I need to show up winning you over. And now I need to have a plan. Burn tired, because of the fact that I either sat here too long and now I need to surrender, or I sat here too long and I couldn't come up with anything. Like when we can't come up with anything, it's like, if I give up, you know, this is kind of like throwing in the towel energy. But what exactly is going on here? They're throwing in the towel. And they're sort of understanding there was an imbalance or something that was unjust. And maybe, are they feeling rejected by you? Could they be rejected by you for some way? And again, their perception, what you did was unjust to me. Yeah, and like, because you know, when we're just sort of thinking of ourselves, and we're like, how could this person sort of do this to me in some way? And now I'm put into a corner here, and I got to come up with some strategy or something in order to make things fair again. But it's like, fine, I give up. Like, so this is about walking away from some other commitment that we were emotionally invested in. So I have a community, I have a family, I have a commitment. I have to walk away from this, or whatever is emotionally unfulfilling has to be walked away from. And this is what I was trying to rack my brain around or figure out, because I felt like I was chained to something or stuck to something, which was the unhealthy belief I had, or even the situation was toxic and could still be toxic. It has to be put down. And so their intention here is like, what are they giving up on? Like, give up on their toxic situation? Or like, because this is like sometimes even the falling apart of like a marriage, or like just, yeah, like, are they giving up on the commitments for this connection and walking away? Are you guys walking away? There's like a blend of energy here, and I'm not sure I'm getting it right, but I do know that there is them fearing you, because this is coming through being too bored with a situation in which maybe they couldn't think their way out of, be confident enough of finagling their way out of some sort of commitment. And you might have wanted them to, you know, like walk away, put your money where your mouth is. And now you're walking away saying, this didn't come together. This didn't come together. You can't commit. It's not grounded. It's not stable. It's not this. It's not that. I'm bored. And now I got to go. Well, I got to go walk away, you know, according to this person. And so what is their intention? Their intention here is like coming out of this devil and surrendering to some position that they're in. It's like, fine, I surrender and accept what's here, even though I feel it's unjust or imbalanced. So this definitely could be a marriage with the Four of Wands. This Justice and this King of Pentacles talks about marriage. I'm going to get a little bit more here because I'm not sure that I'm reading this right. But again, with the King of Cups in reverse, like, has this person not been able to follow their heart? Yeah, it's like whatever situation this person's in is emotionally not satisfying. And so I'm getting everything but my emotions fulfilled. And for whatever reason, I tell myself I have to stay there. Again, 8 swords. I believe it. And now I'm trying to concoct and burn tires through an illusion of a belief that I have to stay there at my own expense of emotional happiness. And so this connection could certainly be this person's emotional happiness. And in order for them to align themselves with you and their heart, they would have to walk away. And so there's the surrender. But what are they surrendering? Like just their mind is tired? Like, I no longer want to think of this. I no longer want to plan. I don't know, because I mean, this is all about planning and strategizing. And the big plan, the big strategy is, how do I get out of this ball and chain or this thing? So why do we see 10 wands and 10 wands and 7 wands? Because those are both cards in reverse there that are talking about surrender and a giving up. 3 Pentacles is working together in the 3D world. So if they weren't working together, it's like, fine, I'll give up. I'll show up, or I'll do what you want me to do. There's only one person here in the 3 Pentacle carving, whittling away at these crows. Let's see. What is this 10 wands and 7 wands about in reverse? 3 Pentacles, 5 cups in reverse, and the 7 cups. 10 cups in reverse, and the Hierophant, more family cards. Okay. Make clarity of this as you will, because I mean, the message is coming through clear, but I don't understand it. But maybe you understand it. Okay. So the family situation, okay, it doesn't have to be a legal contract. It could definitely be like a, I don't know, some sort of almost marrieds or some sort of commitment. Okay. This person has not been working. And I feel this person is in a big clusterfuck and has been for some time. And the more they sit there burning tires, the more confused they get. There's a need for this person to choose wisely with the 7 cups. Not every cup is going to lead to emotional happiness. In fact, the cup they chose, they're realizing, did not lead to emotional happiness. And now they're left with that emotional unhappiness. And now they're saying, I surrender. I can't no more. It's too depressing here. It's too not emotionally fulfilling. Some of them could be completely bored. Some of them could feel really rejected emotionally. They're unfed. And it's like, I gotta make this a reality in my world, or else it's just going to stay emotionally depleted and not fulfilled. And so I need to show up wherever I wasn't, to put in the effort, the energy, and the work in order to get myself out of this emotional funk. So I surrender whatever I was doing, which was really a whole lot of nothing, because we saw the King of Swords and the King of Wands, which, I mean, this could be about, it's mostly planning, I feel. It is action because they're kings, but I'm really getting an energy of like a lot of busy energy. Again, that's why I was getting the burnt tires to tell me this king wasn't really taking action. There's a lot of movement in the energy, thoughts, and back and forth, planning, strategizing, but nothing's happening. Nothing's happened. This is happening. And so that's what they're surrendering, is like, I wasn't happening, now I'm happening. But it's them by themselves. Like, what is this? Is this focusing on work? Like, showing up for what exactly? I don't know. So, but whatever it was that they sort of did or have is like leaving them emotionally unsatisfied. I can't leave it like this because it doesn't really fully make sense to me. I'm just going to get 3 cards to see, what am I missing, Spirit? What's going to provide clarity for this situation? And then we'll get into some charms, okay? What's this person's intention then? Because right here, their intention is a 3 Pentacle, just showing up. surrendering, not getting stuck in my own 8 swords because there's nothing I can do about it. That one fell sideways. What is pile number 3's person's intentions? Here's the King of Cups in reverse again, and there's the 7 swords. Ace of Wands in the sideways position. So, one more. Pile 3's person's intentions. Judgment and 3 swords. Oh my goodness. And 2 cups, and then there's the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. The Page to the King, then with the 3 Pentacles. Okay, this is now, I think I understand. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm seeing here, but you probably don't really care. You just want the message, but I need to show you. Okay, so in order for anything in this world to become a something, it needs to start from a seed. It needs to be planted in an official way. We can't just hope it away, dream it away, and cross our fingers and our toes. This reality of a seed, the only way to get it to turn into this King of Pentacles is for this person to take the opportunity. And I do feel it's this connection. And they have to do something with the opportunity of this connection. Water it, invest in it, nurture it, show up for it. They got to do this. This is the 3 Pentacle, because it has to go from a page to the king. This is the only way to get to a King of Pentacles. And I feel this person is really stuck to a material world that they feel very comfortable in and that they want. They've chosen that this is what they want, a King of Pentacle lifestyle, but not at the expense of emotions. So I think this person surrendering the fact that however they are a King of Pentacles already, has been at the expense of their emotions. It's no longer acceptable. I want the 2 cups and I want to be a King of Pentacles. Why am I only a King of Pentacles and not enjoying a relationship with 2 cups? I'm not. I've been sacrificing my emotions to stay here, to pay bills, or to be this King of Pentacles at my own, whatever, demise. I've been lying to self. I've been lying to a situation. I haven't been completely honest. I've been avoidant. I've been sneaky. I've been everything but true to my emotions. I haven't been pursuing where I'm being called, where I'm being passionately pulled, where I'm emotionally feeling the depths of it. And all this resulted in is heartbreak. And this is what I'm understanding. I'm finally seeing the light. I have to surrender to the fact that my situation's emotionally not doing it for me, even if I'm a King of Pentacle here. So what? Yes, it's important. Yes, I want to be a King of Pentacles, but not at the expense of this emotional fulfillment in this relationship that I feel I need because I've been lying. So they're in the middle of this turn because it's like, what are they going to do about it? I don't know. It's like, this is still sideways. So it's like they haven't decided, okay, now I'm going to go after it. All this is saying is they're now seeing and understanding what this transpired is I was lying about to my own heart. I wasn't following my own heart. I wasn't being in line with truth of my feelings. I was suppressing my feelings to make another situation exist. And that led to pain. That led to suffering. That led to emotional depletion, a lack of fulfillment, boredom, rejection. And I see this now. I understand this. Okay, so what? They understand and they see it. So that might be a driver to something. But we don't know, because it's not showing what they intend on doing. It's just showing their intention is all about understanding and seeing now their position, which isn't working for them emotionally, and that there is an available relationship or connection to them, whether you're available or not. Now, I don't know, but according to them, what? I can have a 2 cups and I can be a King of Pentacle? So I got to take this all in. What would that require me to do? What would I need to do? I don't know, but I'm sort of just taking the fact that I've been in denial or under a false pretense or pretending to everyone and everything that I didn't need to follow my heart or acknowledge my emotions and that everything was okay. And it kept me stuck. It didn't allow me to pursue this connection at all. So if you resonate with this, we're going to take it to an extended after these charms to see, what is this person going to do then based on their epiphany with the judgment. Okay, but let's look at the charms and see if we get some more. Sorry, that one was a little bit crazy. So, turtle, moving slowly, and this is all about it being protected. It could be defensive, shielded, guarded, but this looks like a water turtle. I mean, they're all sort of water turtles, but I don't know, it looks like the ones with the big ones with paddly arms. I don't know. So this person is definitely in their feels about, like, they might have been very guarded about like pursuing their emotions or diving in deep with their emotions. It's like, no, I could just block it out. Like, who are you? Like, it doesn't matter who this person thinks they are. Like, everyone has to connect and let their emotions be expressed and felt. And I feel this person was doing everything to sort of suppress their emotions to keep order. So we have the bull. I'm getting some Taurus energy, but stubborn energy coming through, very fixed. It's like, I got this under control. I'm going to, and I think that was the King of Wands and that King of Swords, very stubborn energy. And they've been in stubborn, unmovable energy, trying to force their will their way, that I'm not going to have feelings. I'm not going to act on feelings. I'm going to figure out a plan. I don't know. They were turning and burning, trying to figure out every which way to get what sort of, I don't know, to create the illusion of the 8 swords. It's like, yeah, like the energy of, I have to prove my 8 swords right. Otherwise, I'd have to accept the 7 swords that I've been lying. And they were believing their 8 swords, which was, I don't need emotions. I don't feel, I have to do this. I have to do that. But now with the surrendering and the judgments, this person's having a major realization that they were just stubbornly trying to keep up an illusion of an 8 swords in order for them to create their own lie to self, to maintain some form of stability at the expense of their emotions, which I just repeated, but that's exactly what this reading's all about. So we have this locket, and it has a keyhole. Do we have a key here anywhere? No key. So this person, again, I'm locking my heart, my emotions, and I feel like this person was really hurt inside, We're not superhuman. We feel pain. I think this person wasn't allowing themselves to feel pain. No, I'm too stubborn. I'm too tough. I am too much like this that I can't feel pain and I don't feel emotions. It's like, no, well, you have to allow yourself to feel. It doesn't matter how tough you are. In fact, it's tougher to allow ourselves to feel. That's where true strength comes from. Yeah, look, this dragonfly seeing through the illusion. The illusion was their 8 swords. The illusion was the story. I don't need to feel. I'm okay where I'm at. No, you're not. They're accepting this. They're seeing this. Okay. There's a flower. Flowers are all about new beginnings. This one's smiling. So I think this person is actually accepting the fact that there could be a new beginning in their life that could make them happy for the first time, rather than resisting or fighting. There's a surrender to a potential new beginning. And inside, this makes this person happy. Not miserable. They're 4 cups about their situation. It's not good. Okay, so we have this bird, which is a swift, and then we have this dove, another bird. So 3 birds, and this one has an olive branch. So it might be extending an apology, but I feel like 3 birds. Birds are all about communication. This could be a community of people. This could be third party. Okay, other people interfering. It's like, what would people say? What are people saying? What would I have to say to these people? I would have to communicate and respond to these people. And maybe this is what I was trying to come up with, like strategizing. I don't want to have to talk to these people, and these people be like, whoa, what do you mean? What happened? And like, I'd have to get my story straight, or I'd have to come up with some sort of strategy. And it's like, no, you really don't. That's just 8 swords. It's just your ego trying to maintain some level of illusion here, rather than just saying, fuck off. I want to be happy here. It's not working for me. But the fear's in the way, ego for sure in the way with this moon. So this is feelings again. And look, a big, huge tidal wave, more water. Okay, so they got hit with their emotions, like suppress. Now we got to deal with the tidal wave. it's like overwhelming and it comes crashing down because we haven't been addressing it. Locked. And now this huge tidal wave has resulted in a judgment, an epiphany. I'm so submersed in my emotions. So a leaf, this could be talking about shedding. Oops. This is in the fall time. The leaves fall so that we can have new beginnings. So something had to be shed. Something has been shed because this leaf has already fallen. And here's the tree. So yeah, like this person's health, I think, was also going to be certainly impacted because emotionally there's a huge like stressor here with how this person was going about it. You know, this, I wouldn't be surprised if this person was having like heart pains or like heart palpitations or like mega stress. And so their health wasn't being impacted. And I feel like this person, again, might have definitely had a family situation or a stable situation that was already established, but it wasn't providing any fruit and it was no longer sort of abundant for them when it came to emotional fulfillment. And so I think there was a need to shed. And this person was resisting and fighting whatever this is, okay? So fish is about abundance, again, submersing ourselves in our emotions. And maybe needing to navigate through this and not knowing. So we're a little scattered. Like emotions are very foreign to this person to navigate, you know. A little ladybug. Ladybugs are all about luck. So I feel like I'm getting heavy Jupiter energy. I feel like there's like, Wheel of Fortune. I think there's a turn of circumstances here. Complete 180. Regarding this person's understanding because they're finally seeing through the illusion. So we have this yen, which is a pentacle, but Chinese currency. So some of you guys might have been to China or are in Asia. Something about a pentacle. An ace of pentacle is this fruit, something tangible, and having a new beginning again. There's this new beginning that has to happen in the pentacle realm, but I feel it's foreign. Like obviously, I mean, if you're in China, this isn't foreign to you, but how it's being channeled here is like foreign currency. My emotions are foreign currency. I don't know how to navigate so much because it's overwhelming and I've been avoiding and I haven't really been able to do anything with this because I've been so focused on keeping the structure and the stability of the world at the expense of my emotions. Buona sorte, which is good luck, is an elephant with its trunk up. So again, the ladybug, good luck with the elephant. This is all about luck, but elephants talk about our memory. Things of the past that maybe, like this person remembers their situation, maybe in a past time, how they used to be, and maybe it was like a certain way. And it's like that understanding that I had always maintained the Eight Swords illusion. And I needed to see through it that whatever that situation was in the past is a story I keep telling myself. The past doesn't exist. We have to release the past. It is whatever is happening in the present. And in the present, this person was 4 cups and it definitely wasn't making them happy. So they have to deal with this, not stay stuck in how it could have been and how it used to be and all of that stuff. So we have an open book and I'm getting a Bible here. See a cross and a dove. So I don't know, this person could definitely be into scripture here, but I feel like this is like a Hail Mary. Like I feel this person seeing the light and now they're really being guided here to take action. And the fact that it's open, I feel like when the book is closed, it's like still not seen, still not understood. It's like whatever was locked is now being visible and shown. I'm getting High Priestess energy, but like actually being listened to. So wherever they were concealed, it's like I now see, I now understand, I can now connect to this. Yeah, look, shell, wherever it was closed or protected or guarded, there's only one sort of shell, clamshell. So something's cracked open here. This is the top. We don't have the bottom, and the middle sort of is missing. So the top's cracked open. The lid's cracked open. So expect some form of change here because there's a major realization here. So if you guys resonate with this reading, we're going to take it off to the extended and look at what is this person's next move based on all of these realizations. I mean, this doesn't promise this person's going to do anything with this. Okay, but having this huge epiphany would drive some sort of driver here to make some form of change. Okay, so I'll put all the information to the extended below. And if you can't join us there, like I said, just trust you got all the information that you need from Spirit. Okay, and that whatever will transpire will happen because what's for you is meant for you. It's not going to pass you by. Okay, so trust the divine. I love you guys very much, and I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 4. You guys picked the slow tarot. We're looking at the person on your mind and what are their intentions, their truest intentions towards you in this connection at this time. Okay, so please keep in mind, energy sometimes comes through here reverse, meaning this might be your own intentions. Okay, if it is, then you might want to go check out another pile or listen to this reading if you think that there might be messages here that might help you to navigate through your situation. Okay, if you resonate with this reading, there will be an extended where we're looking at this person's next move towards this connection based on their intention. Are they going to... Oh, a sticker fell off. There's some nudity on this deck, so I have stickers on them, but what will they do? Okay, so we're looking at the person on your mind and what are their intentions toward you? What do they want? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 4, Spirit. Please protect me and the viewer and this connection as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much, pile number 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading, and I realize you guys have a lot of readers, so I am so grateful that you spend your time here. So we have the Hermit, Virgo energy revealing itself. I also have the charms here, so we will be doing charms, which was kind of like an afterthought once I started recording the pile 1. Okay, so Hermit. Someone's pulled away, isolated, reflecting, getting grounded. What is pile 4 person's intentions? Coming out in 2s. 2s are all about balance, duality, choices. This person could be contemplating a choice. We don't know. We'll see. Pile 4's person's intentions. Okay, I'm feeling I gotta pull one for this Hermit. I don't know why, but it's coming through like this. Clarity on the Hermit. 8 of Cups, contemplating, walking away from something. This could be you. Are you contemplating walking away from this connection? I'm feeling 2 more here. Okay. We'll do it like this, Spirit. Funny. Emperor and 10 Cups. Oh my goodness, guys. What is going on? Divine Masculine, Aries energy, a 10 Cups. This is a father, a family, a commitment, a happily ever after, a home. Is it established or is he thinking about... I feel he's thinking about his happily ever after. What makes me emotionally happy? What does a family, security, stability look like for a future of emotional fulfillment? And how do I attain it, or what do I need to do? I need to walk away from something. And so here I sit, reflecting, contemplating, either contemplating how am I going to do it, or am I going to do it? I don't know yet, but this is walking away. Look at these beautiful teacups. I have so many teacups. I'd love to share with you guys one day. I mean, some of them are going to be up on my site if I ever get around to listing them, but amazing. I love teacups. Look at all these teacups. So this could definitely be somebody who likes to talk, likes to chat. Maybe they like tea. They're a tea drinker. Maybe you are, you know, I don't know, or maybe it's like getting the inside tea, like how am I truly feeling? Maybe it's somebody who hasn't been connected, but there's something about getting grounded, getting balanced, getting stable, getting secure, but this person could definitely be removed or pulled away somehow. Okay, so 2 of Wands, yeah, like I said, a decision. And this is all about like what we need to do, the groundwork. So it's like, what do I need to do to make this happen? Or which path do I take? Queen of Cups. Wow. So Queen of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is all about compassion, love, intuition, emotional expression. Is this you or is this your person? I don't know. So far, we have an Emperor and a Queen of Cups. Let's keep going. King of Swords. We'll see if it's part of this divine masculine energy. But the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, is someone who's in their mind. He's trying to plan or be strategic here about something. And look, his sword is broken. So did he fail at communicating something or taking action on something? And now he's looking at how can I take action to fulfill this 10 cups that it didn't work in the past or left me feeling broken or something about it not working or me being injured. Because look, his eye is injured, his sword is broken, like he's been through battle and he's been hurt. Yeah, he's been hurt. I think he doesn't want to get hurt. And so I'm getting a mixture of energy, so we're going to have to sort through it. I don't want to get hurt. And so there's a heavy contemplation in regards to what do I do to prevent getting hurt and still get what I want. But also there's an energy here of somebody walking away or maybe a need to walk away. And I don't know if they need to walk away and it'll be painful or you're walking away or I foresee that you'd walk away. And it's like, but I've been here nurturing my hurts, removed and not taking action. And now I need to take some form of action here in order to create this 10 cups and stand in my courage, but I've been held back. Leo energy. So this is a passion. So if this person has been held back, it's like they have a lot of desire here for you. There's attraction here, but there's also this like holding myself back because I don't want to get hurt energy. The Death in reverse. So I still haven't released the old. I still haven't accepted the letting go of something that maybe I need to walk away from in order to accept something new. And that would take a lot of courage for me to do this because one, I don't want to get hurt to try something new. Two, I'd have to trust that if I let go of something, then I'd be left with what exactly? And I don't want to get hurt. And is this truly the truth? Because there's something about them reflecting what decision or what path is true. Eight of Swords in reverse. So breaking free from limiting thoughts, restrictions, beliefs, and stories that we tell ourselves, why we can't or shouldn't or won't, why it won't work or can't work, which isn't necessarily true. So there was some story this person was telling themselves in regards to why they couldn't release or transition out of some situation that they're really now considering, because there is a lot of love here, you know, and you could be definitely one of these wands. Is like one wand is my person who's compassionate, loving, caring, and I have a lot of feels for this person, but it would require me to do something here that would require courage. Okay, oops. These, I don't like when these are all discombobulated. Okay, so we have the 3 wands. Yeah, moving forward. So we go from the 2 to the 3, expansion, next stage, next phase in this connection, in this relationship, moving on with myself from a situation that maybe it needs to be, you know, put down with the Death card here. And I've been delaying it or not moving away from this thing. But in order for me to have success here, I have to move forward. This has to progress, which would require me to be encouraged, which would require me to do something. Maybe it would require me to say something that I haven't said, or I don't know, something about something being broken, about communication or broken action. The King of Wands in reverse. So I'm lacking in the confidence or the understanding of how to succeed at the next phase of movement. And I really feel there's a held back energy. the Empress. Oh my goodness. So now we have the Emperor and the Empress. So divine counterparts here. Okay, this person definitely sees you as their other person. But I don't know, like, are you guys already married? We have the 10 Cups, which is family, the Emperor, the Empress. This is a family situation. And then we have a Queen of Cups and a King of Swords and a King of Wands in reverse. There's a lot of people here. Are we having a tea party? This person might be very social, might have a lot of people in their world, maybe a lot of people to consider here. Let's put it all together. 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, lots of options, prioritizing, needing to navigate through to choose wisely and pick what we're in line with. Empress, Taurus energy, Libra energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the King of Wands in reverse. And we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, which is definitely giving me, is tied to this Death in reverse and this 8 of Cups. There's a person here, okay? I am pretty sure this is your person, but you could flip roles because there's lots of court cards here and a lot of people. And sometimes they represent certain aspects of the same people, but I'm not feeling that so much. I'm feeling a lot of different energy. And so I'm going to have to sort through this, but I am feeling there's a current situation, like a family situation. It doesn't have to be a legal marriage, but it could be like my family, whatever my family is to me. It's part of who I've been, where I've been invested. And I would have to accept some form of change, some form of release, which would require me to walk away. And I'd have to be courageous. And so maybe this is why I've been very held back. And now I'm contemplating, like I said, but it's like I would need to have a plan and I would need to have the confidence to pull this off, to move forward, because my passion is to do this. My desire is to do this, but I don't know that I have the know-how or the will. And what I really want is to find a way to make this happen and to do whatever I need to do, because the Emperor takes action and lines things up. And that's this 2 Wands, is like doing the groundwork so that I could make it happen and line it up. Line what up? A future that makes me happy, a family that makes me happy. What does this look like? What's my happily ever after? I have to come out of this state of 7 Cups because it hasn't been working. Leaving too many options, too many confusion. I'm not choosing. I'm kind of leaving a bunch of balls in the air. And now I'm sitting here, Hermit, with a need to get pointed. And that's why the sword isn't pointy. Now it makes sense to me. This person's been sitting 7 Cups for way too long. Not deciding, completely confused, not understanding, maybe like, you know, like everything's sort of on the table. It's like, no, you need to have a plan. And you need to decide. Maybe you haven't told this person, but this is their intention. It's like, I need to decide. All I did was sort of scatter my energy when it comes to the person who I'm seeing as my other half, whoever that might be. I don't know who this person, maybe it is you. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of people here. Whoever I'm seeing, okay, so this is why I'm not necessarily saying it's you, is like, what's happening is, oh my goodness, this person has to decide what future they want for them. And I don't think it's like I have 2 empresses so much as it is one future is the other half of me, whatever that looks like. And that's what they're figuring out. Like, one is you and one is something that could also play out for me. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's like, you know, like going to be my fuck buddy or something like this, or my wife, but it could be like my family home, like, and you're out in Pennsylvania and I'm out in Alaska. Like, I can't move from Pennsylvania to go to Alaska, so I'm going to stay here with my friends and my family. That's the other half of me. That's naturally how I am and who I am. Is that going to make me happy though? Or is what's going to make me happy here lining up with you and moving to Alaska? I don't know, but I had to get clear. And I can't keep you and, you know, Alaska and Pennsylvania all on the table. And so in order to do this, I have to actually face what I've maybe been trying to avoid doing, which is deciding, being honest, digging in deep, and creating some form of stability, because this is going to give me the confidence to take action to move towards it. Because for the longest time, I haven't developed the confidence in the direction which I wanted to go because I was unclear. And so I was just kind of keeping a bunch of balls in the air. I wasn't forced to choose. I didn't have to choose. There was no priority to choose. Maybe you weren't giving me an obligation to choose. I don't know. For whatever reason, I didn't choose, wasn't in a position that I could. And now, for whatever reason, maybe I just woke up one day and decided I got to choose. I can't stand this confusion. Or you said I'm walking away. Or they're just like, wow, I have a lot of love here for this person. Do I want to move to Alaska? Let me think about this. What would I have to do? What would I have to release? How would I have to arrange this? I haven't been really totally moving towards this person up until now because I've been sort of all scattered, but it would require me to have courage to move to Alaska, to deal with all of this stuff, to release my old world. And so wherever this person was in 8 Swords, because in the past they were 7 Cups, 8 Swords, no doubt about it. So there was it was like a non-conversation. It's like, whatever, I'm confused and these are the reasons I cannot or it won't happen. And now it's like, wait a minute, I've been telling myself it can't happen or won't happen. Why not? Maybe there is a way. Have I considered it? What are my options? What do I really want? What is within my wheelhouse to do and to succeed at? What can I take matters into my own hands to do? Because what really matters to this person at the end of the day right now is to align themselves with the groundwork and the confidence towards a direction of a 10 Cups. Emotional happiness. Is it with you or is it with their family in Alaska or in Pennsylvania? I don't know. But I feel like a part of their world is difficult to part with. I'll know that much. They haven't been parting with it, and it could just be because they were in an 8 Swords. They never really considered it, or they just had an assumption of why they had to be there. Whatever it is, though, I feel it was holding them back from this connection, and maybe in life, and maybe from growth, maybe from just, growth and moving forward with themselves. So this person has been isolated or removed, or maybe this created a separation. It's like, maybe you said you can't decide. You're not giving me clarity. Maybe you're asking this person, communicate. So what do you want to do? And they're like, shoot, let me think about it, Or maybe energetically is just, this is your energy. But either which way, there's a driver here to clear this up and to decide and get pointed. And I do feel also your energy of one that they think is one that might be walking away, or they could lose you, or it's at risk, if they don't decide. And so it's kind of like, I'd rather make that decision than lose out on you and then be left with this thing. So it's like this thing that they have, this world, this whatever, their family world or whatever, this thing that they built that they're emotionally tied to. I think it's a thing of the past. I think it's something very difficult to walk away from because it's really built into who they are. There might be a lot of childhood attachment to this thing. And so it's like, oh, but it's where I grew up. It's my family home. I'm so connected, to my auntie and my uncle and Bobby Joe up the street. I can't say bye to Bobby Joe. And then you're like, okay. And then they sense you walking away here. And it's like, whoa, I can't lose pile number 4. I got to figure this out. Am I really this attached to Bobby Joe? Or was I just, making up a story of why Bobby Joe needed to be in my life? Probably a story, probably an emotional attachment that doesn't necessarily exist. Let me think about it because I wasn't seeing clearly. And the only way to see clearly is to be honest with myself and sit and reflect. Is Bobby Joe or this family or whatever I was telling myself really giving me a 10 Cups? Has it been? Or has it just been not as fulfilling as I thought it was? Because I know now what fulfilling feels like, what love feels like, what compassion feels like, what my partner would feel like, my equal. I want to feel this. I don't want to spend forever with Bobby Joe if it's not giving me my equal and resulting in a 10 Cups. And just because I thought it was at one point. And so now pile 4 leaves and I'm left with Bobby Joe, realizing that the best thing walked out of my life. I got to figure this out. I got to walk away and release the part that isn't working. And so if it's this connection, then I'm going to decide to stay with Bobby Joe. I don't think that's the case. I think it's mostly I got to accept this emotional parting of some part of me that I really felt was part of who I was, because it's part of my childhood where I grew up. It's very emotionally tied to me, and I feel like it's being torn from me, and it's hard to do this, but I do see the reality of what you mean to me and what my future. And it's kind of like the past battling the future. It's like my past has certain weight and stories tied to it, and I keep feeding it. And then there's this future version that I could have. So we're really driven by our own dreams, like when we see something that we really want, it's like it lights a fire under us. And, whether they can have a 10 cups with you or not, I don't know. But in their mind, it's like, it could be this. And so it gives them this vision. And I think you're a 10 cups in the future. And this situation is a 6 cups in reverse that they're sort of stuck in. And it's like, I'm in the past, or do I choose the future? And so the only way to do that is to sit in this present moment and connect to self, and to be honest with self, and to be courageous enough to be honest, to see truths. And I think they are, because 8 swords is in reverse, meaning wherever I was telling myself a lie or an untruth or a limitation, I'm now seeing that it's not necessarily true, but there's still an 8 swords in a way here, because I feel like this person, it might, well, not necessarily, but I feel like it's like, I'm not in a position here yet. And yeah, maybe they're not, to be confident enough to make a decision to go down that path. It's like, I need to be certain and secure in my decision to move there, to do that. And I keep saying move there. This is moving to, maybe you're in another part of the world, you're at a distance geographically. This person would have to up sticks move, like buy a new home. Maybe it's all about a home. Like I'd have to buy a new home, and I don't want to move my home. Like physically, home is really coming through, like a physical house, So, all right, well, their intention is to sit here and sort through it so they can build the confidence, so they can move forward. What does moving forward mean? Is it you, the forward? Forward is just in the future. What do I want? Do I want to still stay in the past, in the future? Still with Bobby Joe and the community I know, or in the future, do I want to build with you? But either way, I got to move forward. Okay, but let's not get confused. Forward doesn't mean just to the new. Forward means I'm taking a step towards deciding that I want to stay where I'm at. And now I could get on with my life, or I want to step forward towards you and move to Alaska. Now I keep saying Alaska, so some of you guys might be in Pennsylvania and Alaska, but we're going to get to the extended. But before we do that, let's pull some charms and see another layer here into this reading. All right, spirits, pile 4. So turtle came out, I think, for every single pile, even though I blended it. So somebody guarded, somebody maybe moving very slow, maybe very protective of their current situation. Maybe they're not letting you in. It's like you can't pierce through this, and it's like they have to figure it out on their own. They're shutting everyone out from this decision. They're really wanting to guard this decision in some way, like to make sure it's right, and they're taking their time, is what I feel. So we have this key with a little cross on it. I'm not sure what kind of cross this is, but it's like the key could talk about knowledge, and it could talk about opening doors to the future. Okay. And the fact this isn't necessarily giving me like a Christian cross so much, but the cross in the Lenormand can talk about carrying a burden or painful situation. And I feel like it's like, this person, in order to open up the new, they have to deal with their cross, their baggage, whatever it is that's burdening this person. And it's like, this is why they haven't stepped forward, because they have some situation right now that they're carrying, and it's like, so I can't open that door. I can't explore this new. And they're realizing, like, in order for me to explore the new, I have to get the understanding, the information I need to make proper decisions. And it's really like a painful sort of decision here, because one is going to be released either which way. Either this connection will be released, or like this part of my world has to get released. And I have a feeling that death card in reverse, it's a natural transition out of the past. The 6 cups is just an emotional attachment they have to the past. Like it has to be released. Even if they choose to stay there, they might miss out on you, but that situation is transformed. And that's a heavy burden this person doesn't want to accept, the transformation of an old situation. Bobby Joe is now 10 feet under, you know? I don't know if I'm laughing, but that's what I'm getting. So here's another key. Yeah, look at this. They need the answers. And it's like they have more knowledge in this bigger key, more knowledge than they did sitting as a hermit. And they have to drop, like I said, the baggage or the cross that they're carrying, because there's this heavy baggage. It's like, no, you got to open the door. You got to leave the past behind. Clear, according to them, you know, because their intentions, like, I can't come to pile 4 with all of this stuff, with all my hometown and Bobby Joe. I keep saying Bobby Joe, or is some of you guys initials BJ? Okie dokie. So we have Sagittarius with this. Yeah, this person needs to be pointed. Like I said, remember that sword of truth of the King of Swords was all busted on the end, and I didn't know why. And I was like, yeah, they need to be pointed. They need to be direct. They need to be targeted. They were 7 cups all scattered. It's like, no. Sagittarius pointed, take direction, take aim. They know they have to do this. They're looking at themselves as like, now I got to be the emperor. And in order to be the emperor, because they're in hermit mode, I have to get pointed. Because the emperor wants to take action, but he's not just going to take action just for busy work. He's going to take action to accomplish something. And when you accomplish something, you need to be pointed and direct. You can't be 7 cups. And so this is their intentions. Like, I got to get pointed. I got to decide between the one wand or the other wand. Open the door and look, 2 keys. This door is the past. This door is my future, past, future, and I need to be pointed. I can't stay where I'm at. All right, it's divinely guided with the angel. So I do feel this connection is divinely guided. Now we have a crown. So crowns can talk about like the emperor or the empress. I don't know what, this kind of looks like an empress crown, but I feel like this is getting empowered, you know, empowered to make decisions, empowered to do the right thing. And this person is trying to find the power to do the right thing. And I think they're going about it accurately now with the hermits, but maybe it's been a long time coming. So we have an electric guitar. So this person might like guitars, might play guitar, might like music. They might have an electric guitar. Something about, look, music note, didn't even see it. Something about the tune needs to change. So I have a feeling this old energy, the 6 cups in reverse, it's very nostalgic for this person. The tune is changing naturally with the death card. Naturally, things are shifting in this person's world, whether you're there or not. I think this person is just having a hard time parting with it, and they're being guided away from it. And you might be in this person's world to change their tune. You know, change their tune, meaning how they were like attached to that or how they were living their life. Like there's a new possibility and a new doorway for them to open, but they have to be open to it. Oh, we have a Western boot. And so this person could have a cowboy hat, cowboy boots, like Western movies or Western books. They might live somewhere in a Western state or something like this. They might have sayings like howdy partner. I don't know why that came through. That's interesting. So I'm getting this energy with the cowboy boot because it has a spur, and I feel it like Spirit's saying, once they take aim in a direction, it's like go time, you know? It's like we hit the horse with our spur so it could go. Giddy up. And this person might like to say giddy up. So yeah, it's go time, you know, and I feel like they're going to come fast. I just got a sexual innuendo there, but I feel like it's going to be coming fast. This person, when they decide which direction to go, I think there's going to be like really no wait time, you know, but it's like they're almost forced out of a situation. I don't know why they're contemplating deciding. It's like this wand is already gone. Yeah, future. They're contemplating over their future. What do I want? What's my wish? But I do feel this connection is their wish, you know, but it's like I got to deal with this cross. Here's a heart with a bow. So it's like offering our heart as a gift. This person, I think, is coming in your direction. This is their intention. I want to come towards pile number 4, offer my heart, get there fast, but I got to deal with this thing. I got to be pointed. I'm being guided to do this, change my tune, part with this thing, get empowered to do this. I'm taking my time. I'm kind of really, really like guarding this situation because I've been so attached to it. Thank you. So very blessed, very grateful. We have 2 hearts, one with a bow and one with a thank you. This is all about gratitude and appreciation. I think this person feels a lot of gratitude for you. a lot of appreciation for you. I don't know if they've said it or shown it. Here we have a little dragonfly. So that's seeing through illusions and getting clear, seeing through our own sort of stories. And we have a dove with an olive branch. So offering an apology, wanting peace and harmony. Here we see a little tiger character, looks like a superhero from a comic book or something. So this gives me getting empowered, taking action, taking power in our own hand, like he's pumping his fist, like he's about to take flight, but he has no cape. So I'm not sure he's going to fly, but it's like, yeah, like I got to pump myself up. That's that King of Wands energy. Like I have to be planned and strategic and have the confidence to know which direction. So I don't think it's like this person's lacking confidence that they're able to be successful. I think the confidence is in the decision of where to point themselves at this time. Like that's what they need confidence to decide and just pull the Band-Aid. They're building up their power to do this. And I think to offer you maybe their heart or something like this. So we see a flower, which is talking about a new beginning. This one has a rhinestone. So again, like a true gem. And this person feels like you're a true gem, a wish come true here. There's a tree. This one has a bunch of leaves. So it's very fruitful and abundant, very healthy. This is the family tree. So yeah, something of the past really coming through this person's family or their roots, where they currently have their stability or gain their stability from. And they identify with this world, And now we have a little mousey and it says love with a heart. So yeah, offering one of these hearts as a gift of love. But the mouse is talking about like sometimes anxieties and repetitive thoughts. It could definitely be a 6 of Cups in reverse. It could be a 9 Swords. It could be someone skittish, somebody sort of in their mind, very hesitant or nervous. And it's like, I'm very nervous that I'd have to open this door and take aim here because I'd have to offer my heart. And this is the thoughts I think that are really, really sort of prominent in this person's mind, is like it's replaying, because that 6 Cups in reverse is difficult to resolve, but it's just an illusion of a story of a thought that we're attached to emotionally. And as long as we're emotionally attached, we can't untangle ourselves. So here we see the Empire. No, is it the Empire? What's this called? In Paris. The Empire State Building? Is that? Why am I getting a blank? The Eiffel Tower. Empire State Building. Oh my goodness. The Eiffel Tower. That's what this looks like. So Eiffel Tower was set up to be like a temporary structure. And it ended up remaining. I feel there's something, yes, exactly, about something temporary and something that's remaining in regards to stability, security. And I feel like whatever was built, whatever has been built over time was and is something that is temporary, just like everything else is going to be temporary, because it's just manifestations. Nothing is going to last forever except for our eternal light. And so there's this manifestation of some world right now, so that gives them structure that was built, and it's no longer sustainable here. And this person is being encouraged to change their tune, to move towards their destined path, to open the door, to take aim, to offer something here. And they're dragging their feet, parting with this thing. And Spirit's like, giddy up, cowboy. Time to follow the North Star. Like, bingo, bango. Oh, I missed this one. Safety pin. So safety pin, security pin, whatever you want to call it, is like keeping things together. Is this person just keeping themselves together? This could definitely be like, I don't know, I'm hearing big baby. But the big baby is 6 Cups. Like where this person grew up. This is what I keep feeling. Like this is my hometown. This is like my mom's home. This is my birth family. This person really is attached to their family, I feel here, or whoever raised them or something. And maybe they're trying to keep it as long as they can together. But the safety pin can only hold so much before it can't hold anymore. There's something that can't hold no more. This person is seeing through this and is sitting hermit now. And if they are isolated, removed, it's because they are having to decide how they're going to move forward, because it's butted up against them. They have to eventually take this forward step, because whatever they have is going to no longer be there. And it's sooner rather than later, because whatever that is like evident to them that it's not sustainable, and that the longer they're here, even if it didn't peter out just yet, you're walking away, according to them, with the 8 cups. So either you've already walked away and there's been enough time, they've been two hermits deciding and they took too long, or they anticipate you're about to walk away because I haven't decided. So I wouldn't want to stay there either. I have to secure this connection. I have to open this door. I have to offer something, but I'm nervous and I'm scared, and, but I appreciate you and I love you. And I want, you guys have mutual feelings here, I feel. But it's like, well, the proof's in the pudding. What are you going to do? You got to change your tune. You can't just keep doing what you're doing here. I think you've been pretty peaceful, and if there is like a separation, because with the hermit could be like a separation, I feel like this person definitely is wanting to come forward with a peace offering here, like this is their offer of like, let's find peace here. I love you. But it's like they need more than this. They need to be pointed and direct as well, Yeah. So if you guys resonate with this, we're going to take it to the extended, where we're looking at what actions will this person take next. Are they fired up enough to take action? Will they come forward with this? That's their intention. We'll see. And if you can't join us there, just trust that you got everything you need to know from Spirit here, okay? And don't feel obligated if financially you can't join us there. Those are just for those of you guys who feel you need more information about it, and you can financially do that. Then that is for those people who want to connect there, but that's not necessarily your message. If you can't make it, then know that Spirit's saying you got everything you need. Okay, beautiful angel, thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye.